my friends, to the summer edition of Pam's Presidential Press. I would have been wearing a birthday hat to indicate our 100th anniversary birthday celebration, but believe it or not, they don't sell them anymore. We have had a very busy June here at Temple, and I want to highlight what went on just in case you missed any of it. The first weekend started on May 31st, and we had our Pride Shabbat, which started with our Shabbat Ma'agal service in the rounds, which was so wonderful, followed by dinner, and thanks again to Steve Horan for catering that. Our guest speaker for the weekend was Jamie Krause of Keshet, who spoke so eloquently during dinner and again on Saturday morning. And she then led a panel discussion during Kiddush. It was wonderful. The weekend closed with comedian Michelle Balan on Sunday night, and believe me, I'm still laughing about some of her shtick, which I won't share with you right now. I want to thank Fred Felder for his sponsoring of our comedian for Pride Weekend, and also for doing an amazing job as being the warm-up act. I don't think any of us knew that you had such talent, Fred, so thank you so much for sharing it with us. Sunday during the day, however, we joined with the community at the Jewish Alliance as we celebrated a day of Jewish heritage. Tuesday, June 4th, Joey Weisenberg held a workshop on davening here, with more than 40 of us chanting together and experiencing the power of prayer and chant. June 7th was another big night at Shul. It was our kickoff event for our centennial year. We started with our annual meeting, followed by Shabbat Chai, followed by a lovely brisket dinner, you should pardon the expression, and then a rollout of all the wonderful things we have in store for our 100th anniversary. If you haven't seen our flyers and our advertisement, please pick up one of the cards outside the temple office, and then you can put all of these wonderful experiences right on your own calendar. On June 9th, our Boomers and Beyond people were on the road again with a private tour with Torah Foundation President Keith Stokes, discussing the social and civic life of blacks in Newport. Shavuot, let me tell you, was a home run. On the evening of June 11th, we had a Family First program, then a dinner created by Sandy Ross and Paul Oster. Let me tell you, it was a fabulous dinner. And then a night of learning with a choice of classes by clergy members and lay people, and the congregation, they didn't want to leave. The learning was over, the food was over, and still we hung out and talked. And guess what? People came back the next 2 mornings to celebrate Shavuot as well. It was quite a highlight of the year. On June 26th, we headed to the Rhode Island Football Club's home game, which is soccer. And on June 28th, there was Shabbat in the park with song and snacks for our younger members. That's a lot. But we also had other stuff. We had a pop-up Soulful Shabbat Kabbalat dinner and services at the home of Judy Kay and Bruce Phillips. And we also, the same day, had a pop-up Minyan Chadash early Kabbalat Shabbat service at the Fishmans. This way, we have informal ways to celebrate Shabbat together. And thanks so much to all who participated. And look for another pop-up Soulful Friday night on July 19th. I also really want to give a shout out to Rabbi Fell and to Daniela Stark, who organized chanting and davening practice after Thursday morning minyanim for those who went to the Joey Weisenberg workshop. These have been great. A time of 45 minutes just to sit and chant. It's wonderful. A big thank you to Sue Rosenfield and her crew for creating a beautiful Kiddush on June 29th in honor of Label Smith's birthday. Label, may you be healthy and happy and have many more times to celebrate with us. And also a really big shout out to Mona and Bill Shiraga as they celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary with us right here at Temple. We have loved having you as part of our community. Thank you for joining us and for celebrating with us. Summer is here, and so our programming slows down a little bit. For those of you who don't know, we are moving our services downstairs to the foyer of the meeting house for the summer because we're being lay-led with lay people giving Divrei Torah, and it gives us a more intimate feel for the summer. And quite frankly, we save money on the air conditioning in the main sanctuary, which, you know, we always have to worry about money. Please check your emails for the week's leaders and who's going to give the Divar Torah. It's one of the ways we really shine as a community. Our clergy will be taking some very needed time off in July, and our rabbinic intern, Alex Goldfarb, and our DYEE, Rachel Cohn, will be stepping in, and we know that they're going to be absolutely great. Our Mahjong group is going to continue to meet every Tuesday morning at 11 at the temple through the summer, and weather permitting, every Wednesday morning at 9:30 is the Boulevard Walk, starting at Lippert Park. Our Munch and Movie series begins again on Wednesday, July 10th with You Must Be This Tall, the story of Rocky Point. The movie starts at 1 p.m. Our ever popular On the Road program is going to begin again with ice cream. Rabbi Fell is on the road in Narragansett at Brickley's Ice Cream at 3 p.m. on July 15th, and then in East Greenwich at Clementine's at 7 p.m. on the same day. And on the 16th, you can find him at the Right Scoop at 7 p.m. and on the 17th at the Cranston Sunday location at 7. Did someone say lactate? The next day, July 18th, Rabbi Fell is going to go and meet folks at Like No Other, our only certified kosher plant-based ice cream parlor, which is right on Hope Street. They just opened up and we want to support them as well. On July 21st, there's a family first meetup at Peck Park Playground in Barrington, and that's going to be at 10 a.m. And on Wednesday, there's a stroller walk on the boulevard at 9:30 a.m. Shoshana's going to go on the road this year with a trip to Richmond Cafe, so be on the lookout for that date as well. And on August 14th, the Cantor will have ice cream at Lincoln Creamery at 4 p.m. And on the 16th, they'll be at the Brood Awakenings at 10 a.m. in Warwick. On August 21st, our Munch and Movie at the temple continues at 1 p.m. with Remembering Gene Wilder. I thought I said things were going to slow down for the summer. My mistake. As always, I encourage those of you who have not yet already done so to return your gift of the heart pledges, and ask you to think about how you would like to contribute to our centennial celebration. Do you know a business owner or someone who would be willing to underwrite a program this year? Do you think you could make phone calls to help with our planned giving initiative? Do you think you could help write some copy for our centennial book or work on one of the amazing tentpole programs? We are always looking to include more people to make this year the best in Temple's history.